One thing that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing in Star Wars Episode 9 has all to do with the interactions between both Kylo Ren and Rey in this film by JJ and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing I will say that I'm very curious about in this movie is, of course, whether or not we will get that Kylo Ren redemption arc in Episode 9, which serves as the final film of the Skywalker saga. It's a huge question for sure. We actually heard about this before in the past, that Episode 9's ending will mirror one of the major animated Disney movies from the 1990s. So there's a lot of guesses out there as to what this movie will actually mirror to another Disney movie that was actually made many years ago. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, what's really intriguing has all to do with one of the set designs that will include both Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley on set. Both Adam Driver and Daisy are set to film one of their final sequences together that will take place within the third act of the film. They are expected to shoot in late January at Cardington, in which they will both be placed inside of the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, where Adam Driver will be placed in the pilot's seat, with Rey in the co-pilot seat. The set is described to have a large green screen placed in front of the Falcon as the Falcon cockpit set piece is lifted by mechanics and emulates the Falcon flying and dodging blasters and debris. It's described that the CGI to replace the green screen will consist of hyperspace and large space battle sequences. There are multiple space battles in the film, and this is one of them. Some of the CG that will be rendered is also said to take place above a rocky world with a large base falling apart as the Falcon flies away. Adam Driver is said to wear a new outfit for the sequence, described as having a metal vest of sorts that appears to be silver. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this because this is very exciting. Not only does this give us a major hint and or indicator that there is going to be a Kylo Ren redemption arc in Episode 9, but it also describes that pretty much this is going to be a Reylo moment in Episode 9, so if you guys or girls out there are real big Reylo fans, this may just very well be for you in Episode 9. Now, I'm not quite sure what to make of this just yet. I'm not quite sure if this really means anything toward a Kylo Ren redemption arc just yet. You know, we do know that this movie has a lot of twists and turns, and for all we know, Kylo Ren could very well be gaming Rey. For all we know, just saying. The next thing that I do want to go over, though, is how Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, will be placed in the pilot's seat of the Millennium Falcon. Now, this is a big, interesting thing here, because does this necessarily tell us that Han Solo himself once taught Ben how to fly the Falcon or how to pilot it? I think that this is a dead giveaway, that if Kylo Ren is able to fly the Falcon, he was once taught by Han Solo himself as a child or as a young teen in order to actually pilot this thing in space. So you can see how he wanted to destroy this thing at the very end of The Last Jedi, when he's pretty much now fully consumed within the dark side of the Force. You know, we can still see that he has a bit of a struggle at the very end of the film where he feels lonely after Rey shuts the door on the Falcon and leaves. But the Falcon, alright, if you think about it, it really is the last reminder of his father. So if there is going to be some sort of redemption arc or some kind of remorse about his father, I feel like that the last bit of remorse of his father, as a way of saving any bit of his father, could very well be saving the Millennium Falcon for himself, for all we know. So there's a lot at stake here when it comes to Episode 9, not just for J.J. Abrams and crew and Disney and Lucasfilm and even the Star Wars community, but also for the characters in the film. Again, this is described as an all-out war and a war to end all wars that'll have a lot of sacrifices and losses, etc. So, we do know that this movie is also described to have a lot of moments that's going to make a lot of fans out there cry. I wouldn't be too surprised if some of the major characters like Poe Dameron would be killed off in this movie, hence breaking the format of the trilogy. You know, if you think about the trilogy, you know, in, of course, you know, Star Wars, the prequels, you know, you have Padme, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. One of the major characters died, that of course being Padme Amidala at the very end of Revenge of the Sith. In the original trilogy, though, we didn't necessarily get that. We got Han, Luke, and Leia as the main trio. None of those characters died. Now, originally, Poe was supposed to die at the very beginning of The Force Awakens, then J.J. Abrams kept him around, so it's very possible, now that J.J. is back, that he's going to kill off Poe Dameron, or maybe even Kylo Ren and/or Rey, in Star Wars Episode 9. Anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Because this is very interesting for sure. Ben Solo piloting the Millennium Falcon and/or Kylo Ren. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds very intriguing for sure, especially his new appearance with that vest that's described to be metallic and silver in design. I'm really digging it, guys. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.